So it was around 1995. I had just recently started the practice, and for those of you that don't know, I started the practice from scratch. So kind of like just went into an open space, signed a lease, had nothing, had no equipment. I didn't have any team members. It was just me and whatever help I can get. It was a tough start. I was lucky though that I was able to start the business and keep it moving. But I remember it was so much hard work, and it was so stressful at every level, financially, in terms of not knowing what I was doing from the business standpoint of it. Sure, I was trained in dental school, so I knew how to treat patients, but I didn't know how to run a business. I had no idea. And more importantly, how do you run an ethical business? Because I mean, we have to be ethical in this field. So it was just so tough. And then I remember most people will save up enough money to buy their first home or whatever. I saved up enough money so that I can fly to Dallas and meet up with one of the best accountants in the dental field. And I remember being on that plane and having all my folders and paperwork, and most of the folders and papers were all about debt. It wasn't so much about assets because nothing was going on. And I remember it was so important for me because I wanted to sit down with them, and I wanted to retire. Again, I was probably about like 29, maybe 30. And right there and then, I wanted to retire as soon as possible because I couldn't stand it. It was horrible. So there I am sitting in the office, and we're having this one-day consult, and we're going through all this stuff. And then he did all these calculations and stuff like that. And by the end of the day, he told me, well, you can retire by the age of 55. And I'm like, whoa. I was hoping for better, but whatever. And again, I didn't need a mansion. I could have lived in a trailer. I just wanted to get out of the profession, right? Because it was a little traumatic. So that first, let's call it that first decade, because it's been about 30 years now. So that first decade was just all about just making it happen one way or the other, okay? It was brutal. Making decisions, moving quickly. So the business did accelerate in terms of its success, a lot faster than I expected. But it was really stressful. Let's just say second decade. That's where it was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? So I'm like, this is pretty challenging, but at the same time, it's rewarding. And a lot of great things were happening in the business. So it was, obviously a business wants to be healthy financially, but also develop a really strong reputation. So that was already starting to happen. So fast forward to the last decade, which is, I guess this is the end of that last decade. And here I am, and I'm 56 right now, soon to be 57. And the irony is that I can't imagine doing anything other than what I'm doing right now. I am in the sweet spot of my career because I've had enough experience to know what I want, to know what I need to appreciate. From a technical standpoint, I've never been better, only because of the experience and the knowledge base that I have from just doing the same thing over and over again and perfecting that to my own capabilities. But most importantly, when I come into the office, I truly feel a purpose in that I'm coming in here to make a huge difference, and it's not about me anymore. It's not about my successes or my failures or my wanting to retire. It's about me coming in every day and connecting with people and making a difference. Not just in fixing their teeth or giving them implants and treating their periodontal disease, but actually connecting with human beings at a level that I never thought was possible. And that means team members, it means patients, it means everybody. And the feeling that I get walking in every single morning and being able to accomplish that, and looking back and saying, wow, that was me that made a difference in this person's life, it's really humbling. And at the same time, it's really a priceless feeling. So guess what? I'm gonna try to stay as healthy as I can so I can keep doing this for as long as I can. And I hope you don't get tired of me anytime soon.